Hi and welcome back, guys. I hope you all are having a great day out there. We've got 3 things to get out on your radar here today. Extremely bullish. I believe you will find them to be bullish as well. What Robinhood just said, a report from Mazzari talking about XRP specifically, and what Bill Haggerty just said here today on Fox Business in regards to what potentially could come this week. All I ever ask is if you do like talking about Ripple and XRP, drop an X in the comment section, smash that like button. Let's put some positive vibes out in the world and send this over 1,000 likes. And if you do like talking about crypto and you're new to the channel, consider subscribing by just clicking that subscribe button as well. Now today, guys, before I get into the data and analytics that Mazzari put out, and for those of you who are unfamiliar with Mazzari, they've got a lot of intelligence products where they talk data, analytics, metrics. They've got a massive report they just put out on the XRPL and XRP specifically. I'm going to link it in the description for free, and in the comments I'm going to pin it to the comment section so you can read through the report in total if you'd like. But what I've done is summarized and bullet point the most important details here that I believe everyone should be aware of. Also, we'll talk about what Bill Haggerty just said, but before we begin, Robinhood here today, guys, and I used to not be a fan of Robinhood. That's all changing because they submitted here today an SEC proposal to regulate tokenized real-world assets, aiming to bring Wall Street on-chain and to unlock a $30 trillion market. Trillion with the T, and the XRPL is perfectly positioned to gain a lot of that value. We've heard about what Archx and other partners of Ripple have said in terms of bringing a ton of value, trillions, onto the XRPL. We are in the right position right now. Now, Mazzari put out a report, again, I'm going to put it in the description, a pinned comment, talking about key updates of Q1 for the XRP ledger, talking about Q over Q metrics. Daily active addresses increased 142%. Average daily CLOB volume up 74%. RLUSD market cap on the XRPL up 304%. And so while they talked about how XRP outperformed the market, outperformed Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana this past quarter, it wasn't a great quarter. Let's be honest, it wasn't a great quarter because of the tariffs, because of the trade war, and the uncertainty we had with that. But still hanging strong, still outperforming the rest of the market as we really gear up for what I want to talk to you about they put out in the end of this report. They talked about the advancements as 134,000 active addresses. That was 142% surge we saw. In the institutional integrations we saw with Hidden Road, and how we are perfectly positioned as we have the regulatory compliant institutional adoption. But this is the last part, the last paragraph I want to read to you that they just put out. Finally, multiple amendments have been proposed to enable regulatory compliant institutions to adopt DeFi use cases on the XRPL. These include credentials which build upon the recently introduced decentralized identity standard, enabling KYC and AML compliance to control access, and permission domains, which require specific credentials to access an institution's offerings on the XRPL. Lastly, they state, as these amendments are enabled, the XRPL is primed for further growth in Q2 as institutional adoption increases further by strategic partnerships and acquisitions. Now, we know CME recently, just as recent as yesterday, went live with the XRP futures. This is going to get us so much closer to these XRP ETFs. But what is also happening right now? Senator Bill Haggerty, the feedback on Genius Act, he spoke on Fox Business here today. The feedback on Genius Act has been overwhelmingly positive, he states. We're going to be working at a pace this week to get it across the finish line. I want to play you this 25-second clip right here. Let's listen.
I think it could be even sooner than that. I think we have broad agreement from a policy standpoint between Democrats and Republicans. We had a good evening last night, and I think there are actually a number of other folks that aren't on the bill just yet that will become supportive of it. So I feel very good about where we're going. The momentum is very positive right now. All the feedback I've had since last night has been extremely positive. So we're going to be working at pace this week, Stuart. We might even get it done this week. That would be great if we could.
That would be great indeed, and I'd have to agree with him. I feel very good about where we are going as XRP holders. That's all I got for you for now. I just want to get you these quick updates. If you haven't already, click that like button, subscribe button, and notification bell, and we will see you all in the next one.